Chet from Math at Home. Today we're going to be doing factoring radicals. Okay, so here we have our first set of problems. First one is the square root of 27, and if you were to actually do that, you'd be getting a really weird decimal, but there's a way to do it much simpler than that. So first, what you're going to do is start off by doing a 27, and then what can go into 27? So there are multiple numbers, but you want to find the smallest one. And the smallest number is 3, and then 27 divided by 3 is 9. And what's 9 divided by 3? 3. So now what you're going to be doing is find two pairs of numbers. So 3 and 3. And then there's one left, and that is another 3. So I like to do is put that in a triangle. So now we have this pair. So the one in the triangle always goes on the inside, and the one on the outside, the two pairs go on the outside. So here we have 3 times the square root of 3, which is a more simplified version. The next problem, we have the square root of 38. Again, that'd be like a crazy number, but we're just going to be finding the smallest number that goes into 38. So that is, the smallest number that goes into 38 is 2. And what's 38 divided by 2? And the square root of, 38 divided by 2 is 19. So you got 19, and 19 is a prime number, so this one, like ones like this, you actually cannot simplify. So they would just both, so the square root of 38 cannot be simplified any further than that. So next we have the square root of 18, and just do the same process. 18 divided by 2, that's 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 and a 2. And for all these, you're just finding the smallest number that goes into these, so the smallest factor. Then there's a 2 alone and a 3 with its buddy, so that becomes 3 times square root of 2. So now we have a much tougher one, the square root of 300. And the first thing we're going to do here, and I know this looks tough, but the first thing we're going to do here is just the same as all of the other ones. We are just going to pick the smallest number that goes into it, which is 2. So then 300 divided by 2 is 150, which can be divided by 2 again, into 75. Now you got to think what number goes into 75, and that and 3, and what times 3 is 75, that is 25. So 25, you're left with the 25, and 25, well, what's the smallest number? That's 5. So 25 is 5 and 5, and now what you're going to be doing here is looking for pairs. So 2 and 2 is a pair, 5 and 5 is a pair. Now the 3 is the one that is left. So now you have 2 pairs here. So what do you do in this situation? You take both pairs and multiply the number of the pair by 2. So you multiply the number of the pair by each other. So a pair of 5s and a pair of 2. You multiply that, that's 10. So 10 goes on the outside, and the one that's left in the middle, 3. So that's just how you solve one of the tougher ones.